Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. Sorry for a little bit of delay there. I was having Wi-Fi connectivity issues, so I couldn't start streaming when the match began. But it's been an intriguing this thing. It's been an intriguing this thing. I was watching the first 25 minutes on a data connection, but it is actually very intriguing, I must say, with how Pep Guardiola is looking to cope without Rodri. I mean, I think we have to get ready for a more defensive approach this season, an approach which involves defensive wingers, Bernardo, Grealish, and then bringing Rico Lewis or even John Stones into the midfield. Very intriguing setup, I must say. Newcastle have gone man to man there and have done well, but sometimes you just feel that it's just too defensive. Gautam is here. Hey Gautam, how are you doing? What do you make of this lineup, Gautam? On how defensive we have, uh, especially on how defensive we have gone. To be honest, I mean, dropping Savio for Bernardo Silva when Bernardo is clearly out of form, not having forward, and this is clearly Enrico Lewis making those forward runs. This is clearly a very defensive lineup. Gatam is saying, I thought there won't be a stream today. The Wi-Fi was not working out them, to be honest, and the repair guy came just now, and it's all set. So we've just missed the first 20 minutes. I'm actually glad. I really wanted to do this stream because after that Arsenal thing, wanted to see how Pep Guardiola will cope without Rodri. I mean, what setup he will bring in, what is the lineup he'll go with. It's all very intriguing. Gautam's is too defensive, no creativity there, and especially and Gundogan as well. Gundogan is losing a few balls in the midfield. Maybe he's getting up to fitness, you could say. Not entirely there, you could say, but he's still losing a few balls in the midfield. So I don't know. I think this lineup needs a. I think Rico Lewis is in there. Yes, he passes it. He passes it wide to Jack Grealish to Bernardo Silva. To be honest, the ball just doesn't reach Jack Grealish over there. Sorry, the ball just doesn't reach Erling Haaland over there. But that is great play. That is great play there. Rico Lewis, Erling Haaland just couldn't put the ball into the net there. That is great play from Rico Lewis. Great break from City. Bernardo Silva. Ah, just the defender got in front of Erling Haaland. Otherwise, it was 1-0 City. From Haaland as in, and it's a corner for us. Gundogan with the corner. I'm just hoping at least once we do not take a shit corner. All of our corners are just so shit. Back to Gundogan. Gundo, please deliver a good cross, and he's done it, to be honest. It's a goal kick. Gautam says Rodri out for the season is a big mess. It's an Gautam. I think if Rodri was there, we would have won that Arsenal game for sure. Look at the chances which Akanji, Diaz, and everyone got at the edge of the box. If Rodri was there, the title was done. If Rodri was there, the title was done on Sunday. I mean, again, this tests your resolve, your resilience, your perseverance as a champion team, I guess. And I don't know why a lot of Arsenal fans feel we are rattled when in fact the reality is they are rattled. Last season, a draw here and a win at the Emirates was not good enough for Arsenal to get to the title. And this season, we're Trossard with all of his this thing just missed Arsenal a big chance to do something at the Etihad that they have not been able to do for the last 10 years. And none of the fans are talking about it. They're telling that Pep is rattled, City is rattled. Well, Pep has seen hundreds of Mikel Artetas in his coaching career. Hundreds of Mikel Artetas in his coaching career. Mikel Arteta is not Jose Mourinho. Mikel Arteta is not special. I don't understand Arsenal fans, being proud of the negative football. Gagam says we should try to get Zubimendi. Pep said they'll go for someone in January. It's chance to put a free kick in. Bernardo Silva. Great ball in. That is a shit ball in by Gundogan. Gundogan's just looking out of form. Gundogan's not looking good here. 30 minutes gone. But Gundogan's not looking good here. I think there are a couple of I think there are a couple of replacements. I think there are a couple of replacements in mind, Gautam. One of the thing is Alex Varela is an interesting one. City have been following him for what a good part of 2 3 years. The scouts have been regularly watching him. Alex Varela of Porto plays progressive passes, is defensively very good. Alex Varela is very tenacious in the tackle. Passing is very good. Has a good shot as well from distance. Alex Varela is going to be very very interesting. And Porto is demanding around 30 million pounds for him. I reckon that will not be a hindrance for City, to be honest. That is a great turn there from Kyle Walker, and he's turned back into trouble himself. And they're giving the ball back to Newcastle. My God, that's a yellow card for another Newcastle player. They're going in on Ikai Gundogan. I think Anthony Gordon. No, it's Bruno Guimaraes gets a yellow card. Gautam says, by the way, heard Pep's interview. He's triggered big time. The last thing you want to do is trigger him. He said, you want to go to war? Then we go war. Then we go to war. You do not want to trigger Pep Guardiola. You do not want to give motivation to Pep Guardiola to go for a fifth Premier League title. That is the last thing you want to do if you're a Mikel Arteta or someone. And anyway, Mikel Arteta is just playing shit football. But my question is, how long is this sustainable from Mikel Arteta playing that shit football and stuff? And also, I don't know if you noticed it, Gaga. I can't understand why we didn't sub in Rico Lewis in that Arsenal second half, especially at 60 70 minutes. Because we didn't have anything to lose. Arsenal were not trying to well attack you, they were protecting a lead. We absolutely had nothing to lose, to be honest. I don't just understand why we didn't do that, because Rico Lewis is a master in tight spaces. Gundogan does well. Josko Guardiola. I think we need Josko Guardiola making those forward runs in this match. Jack Grealish does extremely well. Ah, Kovacic is not able. We at least needed a Kevin De Bruyne today. At least needed Kevin De Bruyne today. There's absolutely no creativity. My God. Gautam this war. There's absolutely no creativity in this. I mean, we minimum needed a KDB, but I was wondering maybe Gundogan can provide that creativity, to be honest. 33 minutes gone, but defensively we have looked very, very solid, I must say. Newcastle have had bright moments, but one-on-one defending, Guardiola, Akanji, Diaz, Walker, everyone has done exceptionally well. They have had the moments. Rico Lewis, the cam position. I think you want Rico Lewis to run into those small spaces. You do not want Rico Lewis to play those passes. He's not someone who can play those defense splitting passes. He's someone who can Grealish does brilliantly there. Hey, City score! Woo! Josko Guardiol! Woo! Woo! Josko Guardiol, you're the man! Look at the finish! That is the finish of a striker! Wow, Josko Guardiol! I think Pep listens to us. Gautam, Pep listens to us on this channel. We were just discussing how Josko Guardiol will have to go make those forward runs and score, and what he does. Josko Guardiol scores. Wow. Wow. Come on, City. Wow. Look at Josko Guardiol there. Look at the finish. That is not an easy finish at all. That is Grealish, wonderful. Look at the cut back by Josko Guardiol. Look at the finish into the far corner. I don't think Josko Guardiol is a weak foot. The pass, but the finish by Josko Guardiol is just sublime. It's superb. Gautam, this I told you, he listens to us. You betcha, Gautam, he listens to us. Ah, what a goal! Come on, City. Gautam says, I feel today Nunez should have been a better option in place of Gundo or a Foden. I just think Gautam Nunez. I think Nunez is defensively more solid. He makes those runs, but can Matthews Nunez play that defense splitting pass? I think in this team, if you look at who plays that defense splitting pass, it's Josko Guardiola now has to do his defensive work. Just go back and defend, guys. Don't concede. Do not concede. We want a clean sheet. We have to keep a clean sheet today. It's a corner for Newcastle. Diaz did well, but I think he needed to kick the ball away for Newcastle throw in Newcastle corner. But Gotham with Matthews Nunes, I think the thing is, see Rico Lewis, Matthews Nunes, Kovacic. I think you let us imagine that midfield for it's bleeding. I think for Jack Grealish, it's bleeding for Erling Haaland actually. Erling Haaland left the highest there and he clears it. Edison does extremely well, but Newcastle still have the ball. Bernardo, get out, Bernardo. Newcastle go back. I think you actually imagine that midfield of Rico Lewis, Matthews Nunes, and Mateo Kovacic, and suddenly you're seeing that the midfield is the same. There's no dynamic change in it because all the three of them like to go into those small spaces. They like to run with the ball. They're exceptional ball carriers, but no one can play that defense splitting pass. In a way, I think that's what makes Kevin De Bruyne unique as well. Because Phil Foden as well, his greatest strength is carrying the ball, running with the ball, shooting, all of that. Phil Foden's greatest strength is not the defense splitting pass. So who are the people who can play the defense splitting pass? Oscar Bob is injured. Uh, Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne is injured, Bob is injured. I think you're only left with Ilkay Gundogan who can play those defense splitting passes. So I think that's one of the reasons why Pep is playing Gundogan there. Otherwise, the midfield becomes the same old, to be honest. Newcastle come forward in their attack. Gautam says, we have lost a key player almost every season and always a new player steps up. There's Murphy in there. That is great defensive action there, Mackenzie, but no one's there to follow up. Guys, well done by Kyle Walker. Guys, switch on, guys. We are a bit switched off. It looks like we're into our defensive shell after the goal. This is not good. This is not looking good. Rico Lewis in there response. The goalkeeper is out. Erling Haaland is in there. Lewis should have passed to Erling Haaland. Was it Rico Lewis? Rico Lewis should have passed to Erling Haaland in there. Rico Lewis should have passed to Erling Haaland in there. One on one with the keeper. Rico Lewis should have passed to Erling Haaland in there. To be honest, that's a mistake there from Rico Lewis. He should have passed to Erling Haaland in there, to be honest. That was such a chance to make it 2-0. Great opportunity for us. I don't know why he didn't pass it there. That was a straight and simple and straightforward pass there to Erling Haaland. It was Gundo. Okay, sorry, it was Gundo. It was Gundo because the camera panned straight away to Haaland. I thought it was Rico, but yeah, it was Gundo. I don't know why he didn't pass it to Erling Haaland. That was such a simple pass, right? It could have been 2-0. It could have been 2-0 City if he had completed that pass. Gotham says we have lost a key player almost every season and always a new player steps up. This is not new. Look at that. They're showing the replay there. Nick Pope passes it straight to Gundogan. Look, Gundogan has to travel with the ball or he has to pass it to Erling Haaland. He cannot shoot from there. He absolutely cannot shoot from there. Uh, Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish does exceptionally well. Erling Haaland is in. The touches let him down. The touches let Erling. The touches just behind him. Haaland. Haaland's in there. The touch is just behind him. Great ball in there again from Jack Grealish. Haaland couldn't take it into his stride.